Hello everybody, it's Chrissy from Chrissy's Beautiful Life and welcome to Freeze Friday. It is the 19th of June, next week of school for Jackson. And yes, I'm excited to share with you what I've gotten done. So this was a layout I had created for the travel hop that we did on Monday. So this is where that really pretty watercolor type paper from Altenew is from that I'm trying to use up. So that's where this one came from, like I was talking about, and then the Good Vibes comes within some of the pieces there. So that's why I grabbed the two collections to work with for the rest of the month to kind of sprinkle in with everything else. And so that's where the inspiration came from. I also did this one for everyday inspiration, and it was a flower that I chose for the month, and then I just used that for a color inspiration, and then I also used a cut file and created it's fall themed, even though it's not really fall themed. I guess the deer I make it a little bit, but mostly it's just taking selfies to make little Miss Nora happy is what the subject's about. So I got that one done. And then, that was a sneak that y'all weren't supposed to see. So pretend like you didn't, but I'll leave it in there. And then I created 3 layouts from LayoutPalooza 4. I got 3 done so far. Here's the first one, and I've tweaked all of these. I love watching Christina's original video and then seeing what everyone posts, and then I get my own inspiration to create something with the lesson of the class, but in my own style. So this is my first one, and the theme here was the color blocking of these squares. That was the lesson, so that was really fun and I loved it. But I wanted to add a little bit more, so I took the extra paper and I backed it, made a fun little frame for it. Cute little photo of Sean and Barrett there. I'm really, really pleased with how that one turned out. And then there's this one, and this one was all about the flowers. And this one I tweaked a lot because the flowers were actually supposed to be the main focal point, like on one side. And I decided to change that up and make it more of like a banner at the top. There's some more of that Altenew paper. Excuse Mr. Barrett, he's hanging out with me this morning and having a little chat. So there's some of that Altenew paper. And then some of the stickers down here are also from Altenew. So I got some used up, which is awesome. That makes me happy. And it's just a photo of Jackson and Nora holding hands walking to summer camp back in, this would have been 2018. Yeah, 2018. That seems like forever ago. And finally, I have this one that I just finished yesterday, and I really love how this one turned out too. The photos are of Jackson at our local fair in Vancouver, and he got to ride a pony, which he thought was so cool. So we walked in the barn, and there was this horse, and he's like, "Oh, Mom, that's so cool. How cool would it be to be able to ride a horse?" And then as we were walking through, at the very end, there's a little stable where you could ride ponies. So he loved it. He thought it was so much fun. He wanted to keep going. He was sad it ended so quickly, but that is what the photos are. And then I just took all the pattern papers that were in this line. This original layout was a very, think of Christina layouts with the black being bolded and very bold and bright, and I love her style, just not my style. So I had to tweak it to make it work for me, and I feel like this does work for me. So I still got some black in there, but it's not a ton because I tend to lean away from black when it comes to stuff like that. So this is my third one. Oh, Mr. Barrett, you are being very loud this morning. So that is what I accomplished this week. So I definitely am doing well. I have made it kind of a mission to go do a layout that's meant for YouTube and to be posted, and then something fun like a Palooza layout. So that's kind of the rhythm I'm going at. Scrapping in a public space in our house is working well, other than the sound that comes off from recording because everyone's there, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm finding it's definitely working well, so decision well made. So let's talk about my goals for this week. To wrap up June, I want to finish working with the Altenew and the Good Vibes collection. I will extend that into July, but I just want to keep working with it. I keep trying to go to it first. I'm also finding that I am if I leave something on my desk, I'm trying super hard to get it used up on the next project. So for example, I accidentally had a cut file that fell out of my little thing. It's just this little heart, so it's sitting on my desk, and I plan to use it on my next layout so I can get it done. The other thing is this sticker sheet. The bottom of it was beautiful gold, like letter alphas from, if you've ever had this sheet, you know what they look like. And my little guy got a hold of them yesterday because I guess this was in his reach. And so he got them, and they were a jumbled mess. And so I cut them off, and then I realized I don't have that many stickers left. So I'd like to go ahead and kill this so that this sticker sheet is done. And then I also have my cut file plans for coming up, because I am trying to do Cut File Wednesday, where I do show you how I do my own takes on cut files, because I don't want them to be a massive feature of a layout most of the time. I want them to be subtle, and so I tend to use cut files maybe in a bit different way than other people do. So I found a few I wanted to use. I've got some flowers, and then I got a few camera, like what do you call these? Just for, I guess they're frames, I don't know, but they all have something on them. So this one says happy day, this one says love you, and this one says smile with a camera in it. I have it's cold, it's snow cold, so I thought maybe I could use that for one of the winter theme layouts I do once a month. And then finally there's another floral, and this paradise sunglasses, and then the bigger floral of these two. So that's what I have sitting, and I'm putting them aside so that I look at them and I remember to try to use them. But that's what I pulled to kind of try to play with in the next little bit. So that's, oh, you want to say hi? So that's kind of my plan. And what's been going on. So I definitely am getting tons accomplished. It is beautiful outside today, so most of today will be spent outside with the kids like it was yesterday. But even then, I still managed to get stuff done. So right now, things are going really, really well. So I hope they're going well for you. I hope you're enjoying your June, and we'll see you all next week. You say bye? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. There it says bye. Have a great weekend, everyone.